Crossway. The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown, a musical talk show with in-studio guest performers and interesting program features, anchored by the man with many titles: musician, producer, actor, director, YouTuber, filmmaker. Well, the list is long because he's the man and more. So friends, Canadians, ladies and gentlemen, your Sunday midday fun starts here. Welcome to the Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown. I'm your host, as always, Scott Dion Brown. Joined, as always, by the greatest co-host in the galaxy,
Regine, Alaina. Happy Sunday, everyone. I hope you had a great week, and I hope you're not blowing away with the winds that are apparently coming through the GTA.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They're forecasting like 100-kilometer winds.
Yes. I feel like I need to have ankle weights on to walk.
I do.
I see them.
Yeah. I put on large weights on my shoes, and I will be safe as I slowly walk. That's why...
It's a good leg workout, too.
It's a leg workout, yeah. Exactly.
Just do lunges on your way.
Two birds with one stone.
Exactly.
How was your week, Regine?
My week was busy. As you know, the pageant is quickly coming up, so I've been busy with that. And I got promoted at work this week.
Wow.
So I've been really busy with that. But how about you, Scott?
It was good. What did I get up to? Well, last night I went and watched the Toronto regional finals of the Canadian Improv Games.
Oh.
My old high school competed, so I went to cheer for them. And
which high school?
The Cardinal Carter Academy for the Arts was my high school. And so my school competed, and they finished in the top 2, which means they're advancing to Ottawa for the national tournament.
Ooh.
So shout out to Carter. Congratulations.
That's exciting. Congratulations, guys.
I was very proud of those kids.
We should get them on the show.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea, actually. Maybe.
We should do it.
As they're preparing for their Ottawa tournament.
Exactly.
But shall we begin the show?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, well, I think before we begin, we can't really do it without acknowledging, of course, our very important producers who make this show possible.
Mm-hmm.
Regine?
Yes, Scott?
Do you want to find out what your home is really worth?
Sure, why not?
Are you buying or selling a home?
Potentially.
Well, then Jennifer C., Realtor at Home Life Culture Link, is here to help. Call or text Jennifer today at 647-403-8887. Don't deal with just anyone. Speak to a professional. Mm-hmm. Jennifer C. at Home Life Culture Link. To see her current listings, visit homelifeculturelink.com.
Yes.
The Mortgage Godfather is here to give you advice with any mortgage needs you may have. Mm-hmm. And he will shop to find you the best mortgage.
Yes, you will.
Nino Saimeka, mortgage agent. He'll give you an offer you can't refuse. Find out more at mortgagegodfather.ca or call 905-604-6955. Nino Saimeka, mortgage agent.
And of course, the Canada Top Choice Council. As you guys know, we've been raffling off a pair of tickets for the Give Back concert that is coming up very quickly, which Scott and I are actually your co-hosts. So be sure to be there. All you need to do is comment below, like the page, and you'll be entered into the draw, which will be happening next week.
Yeah, that's right. 1 week away.
Yes.
And the show's looking good. I mean, I was looking at the list of performers, and it's a jam-packed show.
And I think we have some of the most talented people from the community there. We have our friend Teresa P.
Yep, that's
We
right.
have Athena.
Mm-hmm.
We have the one and only Scott Dion Brown. And we have a lot. And Cecile's Line Dance.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so we have the Dynamic Divas coming. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be awesome. Get your tickets. They're available now on Eventbrite. $25 gets you a fantastic evening of entertainment of many different things. Singers, dancers, fashion, and other
and we'll
things.
be there.
And we'll be there, yeah.
That's the most important part.
Exactly. So get your tickets now. They're on Eventbrite, and go to the Canada's Top Choice Facebook page to get information about that.
And speaking of fashion,
we
have someone here to speak about an event coming up.
Yes.
Sumi, come on closer to the mic.
Hi, Sumi. How are you?
Oh, I'm well, thank you. Thank you, Scott and
Regine and Alaina.
Regine, co-host of this beautiful talk show. Thank you so much for inviting me, and I thank Jennifer Sai for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Well, thank you for coming. So what event is it that you have coming up?
It is. I'm one of the owners of. I'm the owner of Prada and Silks, one of the fashion boutique in Toronto, and we produce and present. High-end fashion shows every year, an annual show. And this year's theme is Prakriti, and then I want to get to that. It's a very beautiful, deep theme. And then, I'm here to talk about it because there is a reason why I'm here.
Nice. When is the show?
It's Saturday, March 16th at the Hilton Markham, Toronto.
Oh, I've been to that venue. It's beautiful
It's
there.
a beautiful venue, yes.
So what can people expect when they come to the show?
Well, this year we are focusing on inclusiveness and diversity to showcase Toronto's diverse culture. Although most of our collections are South Asian ethnic based, but there are collections that anybody can wear. But our challenge this year, what we did was to include models from all different communities,
Can I
including.
model?
Sorry, it's too late.
Next time.
I can
I
forget
tried.
Yeah, we have two models, Kate D and Leah Luzano, and also we have a beautiful singer from your community. Her name is Candice Santos. And
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful voice.
I'm not going to tell you what she's singing, but she's going to rock that.
I've heard her perform.
Yes, me too.
She's fantastic.
Amazing. And so that is a Filipino community's regional, engaging. But there are many other communities we have invited. But these are not just models. They are women from different age groups and sizes and all shapes. But because we believe, or I believe, that all women are beautiful regardless. And you will see the diversity on stage rocking our women. It'll be
That's so
beautiful.
awesome. Where can people find more information on this event?
You can go to our website, pradandsilks.com. You can call us 416-500-6630. Connect us on Facebook through Prakriti Fashion Show or pradandsilks.com. So
Perfect. So we'll definitely share that on our social media so people can get in
Yes.
touch with you.
Great. So once more, what date is it again and the location?
Saturday, March 16th at Hilton Markham. That's 8500 Warden Avenue.
Fantastic. All right, get your tickets now and get more information.
How much are the tickets? Sorry.
It is free.
Oh, even
There's
better.
parking is free and admission is free because we do this as a very promotion every year because the focus is to bring a lot more people to come and see what we can offer.
Yeah.
So we make sure that it's a free event and it is usually jam packed. And last year when the door opened, it was like a Black Friday.
Oh my God, when people just like rushed in.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my
right
goodness.
on time at 5:00 sharp. The door will open. We start the sale. We will have sale and hors d'oeuvres and cocktail hour, but we start the show sharp at 5 p.m.
Well, I guess we should make our way there.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
going to be a very fabulous show. And
Get there now.
we invite
Get in line.
everybody
I'm
to
gonna
join
wait.
us.
I'm gonna camp out, make sure that I get a spot inside.
Yes, thank
That
you.
is awesome. So be sure to check out her event coming up on March 16th at the Hilton in Markham.
Yep.
Yes.
Thank you thanks for being here.
Thank you very much, and
Thank
thank you,
you.
Jennifer, for inviting me. Thanks.
No worries. We will see you there, and make sure to check it out, everyone.
So now, while we transition into our next segment with our next guests, let's listen to a song. We're going to listen to a duet that I did with a singer named Vroni, who's going to be a guest on the show in a
Next
couple
month,
weeks,
yeah.
actually. Yeah. So this is a cover of Ed Sheeran's "Perfect,"
Yes.
featuring Vroni and
Scott
me.
Dion
Oh,
Brown.
yeah, there you go. It's better if someone else introduces them. But let's get that going. Here we go. Well, I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me squeeze your holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, you heard it, darling, you look perfect tonight.
Well, I found a man stronger than anyone I know. He shares my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share his home. I found a love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. We're still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time. Darling, just hold my hand. Be your girl, you'll be my man. I see my future in your eyes, baby. I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song.
When I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful, I don't deserve this. Darling, you look perfect tonight.
Oh,
Baby, I'm
dancing in the dark
with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass,
listening to our favorite song.
I have faith in what I see, knowing that I have met
An angel in person.
She looks perfect. No, I don't deserve this. You look perfect
Tonight.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. That was Perfect by
Scott Dion Brown.
and Vroni, who fantastic singer. We're going to be you'll be meeting her in a couple weeks' time. I think sometime in March. We'll have her on the show as a guest, and we can talk about that video. That was a lot of fun to make. We made that a while back.
My mic is off. It's a great video.
Thank you. Yeah, it was fun to do. That musical performance was actually brought to you by Jewelry Forever. Conveniently located at CF Markville Shopping Center on 5000 Highway 7 East Markham, they do custom-made jewelry, repairs, and they change watch batteries, all done on site. Or you can shop online at www.jewelryforever.ca, where you can get free shipping with any orders of $149 or more. Jewelry Forever. Head over to Markville, get some stuff, and let them know that Scott and Regine sent you.
Yes, let them know.
We love Jewelry Forever.
I'm sure they love hearing it too. Like, oh, Regine and Scott sent us.
Yeah, get over there, get some nice stuff for the people.
I feel like we should go in one day and be like, Scott and Regine sent us.
We should. I know, we actually should. We will.
Yes.
We'll be seeing you soon, Jewelry Forever. We'll pick up some jewelry.
Forever.
Okay.
Let's move on, Scott. Too much coffee.
We got some guests, or not enough. I'm not sure. One of those.
So, Scott, it looks like you're going to lose a co-host at the moment.
I'm losing my co-host because my co-host is becoming one of the guests. Because
I am.
Because who are our guests today, Regine?
We are the Team Toronto of the Miss Galaxy, Junior Miss Galaxy, and Preteen Galaxy Toronto. And did I say Miss Teen?
It's okay.
Sorry. We are here to be your guests, Scott. Be our guest.
Be our guest. So let's meet who we've got. So who do we have here? Right here first.
Hi guys, I am Regine Alaina, and I am your Miss Galaxy Toronto.
Hello, my name is Kate, and I am Miss Teen Galaxy Toronto.
Yes.
Hello. And who do we have on this side?
With me first.
Sure.
I'm Christina. I'm Christina Andaya, and I am Miss Galaxy Toronto.
I'm Valeria Palacio, and I'm Miss Preteen Galaxy Toronto. I'm Michaela, and I'm Junior Miss Galaxy Toronto.
And we have our Mrs. Galaxy Toronto, but she is off celebrating her birthday, so happy birthday!
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Mrs. Galaxy.
Mrs. Galaxy, yes.
So you guys have, the pageant's coming up in, what's the date? April? Late April, right?
April 27th.
So how are things going? How are the preparations going?
Good. I'm nervous because it's like very big. I feel like compared to like what I've done before, but I'm like nervous and excited, so it's exciting.
Yeah, nervous and exciting for me as well. It's been a little over a year since I've competed in a pageant, and considering that I promised my parents that to retire and to focus on my studies, luckily our beautiful national director, Cindy with an S, convinced me and my mom to let me come back.
Awesome.
What about you guys?
This is my first time being in a beauty pageant.
It is. Well, you're doing really well so far. How about you, Michaela?
I'm nervous and excited as well because that it is really big compared to the pageant I was in last year, which happened to be my first pageant. So I'm nervous, but I'm excited because, like, y'all know.
I'm nervous and excited. No, I'm kidding. I'm super excited to be back on stage. It's been since 2017 since I competed, so I took a break through 2018. And Scott, I'm sure you know, Kate and Michaela know that I have been itching to get back. So when Cindy with an S did message me about it, I was like, you know what? What's one more pageant, right? Right?
Yes.
Right,
one
ladies?
more.
What's one more pageant?
So do you really think that this one more will be your one more?
Well,
or
I'm
what do you
just
think?
saying, if I win the title, then that's two more pageants, but
So we'll see where it goes.
exactly.
So you've come out of retirement. We don't necessarily know when you'll go back into retirement.
Let's see how April 27th goes.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
So all of you guys have been in pageants except for you have only been. You've never been in one before, right? So for you guys who are now going back, you know, now that what have you learned from past pageants that you think you'll be able to apply coming to this pageant coming up?
Very good question, actually. It's mainly for me, it's just being able to make sure I have everything that I need, like the preparations, all of the outfits, as well as be prepared for the Q&A questions. That's definitely going to be one of the toughest components for me, actually.
Yes, me too. I find that the Q&A and the interview segment where it's a panel of judges and we're being asked questions directly.
Well, I'm so nervous for that because I have never done like that type of thing.
So one thing I would recommend, and this is just from what I've done in past, is do job interviews.
Yeah.
Do job interviews and get you comfortable and used to them asking you random questions. Or Toastmasters. I heard Toastmasters really help.
So does that interview portion happen on stage as well,
No.
or that's a separate thing?
It's behind the scenes.
I see. So you meet with the judges, and it's just like a straight up
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
Well, the only ones that would be doing it are the teens and the miss and the misses, right? And the miss?
I think so.
I don't think junior miss or pre. Cindy, if you're listening, give us a call and let us know.
Oh yeah, should we open the hotline?
Yes.
Yeah, so the hotline is open if you have any questions for any of our Galaxy contestants, competitors, candidates. Well, they are competing. Kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Candidates, you can give us a call at 905-597-7044 or 647-955-8820. Feel free to call in, and if you have a question for any of the pageant girls here. But and you've never competed. So what made you want to compete in a pageant?
I just found it. It would be
yeah, I think it's going to be fun. Well, so everyone here now, you guys are all competed before. What advice do you have for her as her first pageant?
Have fun. Don't be nervous, because at the end of the day, we're all here for you. And if you have questions, any question is a good question, so feel free to ask us. Or Mom, feel free to ask us. I think your mom should do it too. What do you think? Your mom's beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Don't be here.
Anybody else have advice for her? What would you say?
Definitely be yourself, and like Regine said, have fun and smile as always.
Michaela, do you have any advice for her coming in from the junior miss?
Well, I'm really bad at giving advice to myself in the first place, so no, sadly.
Just have fun.
Yeah, basically the same thing they all said. So
Makes sense.
Scott, you've emceed a few pageants. I'm
I've
going to ask
emceed.
you a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you have any advice for us being on the MC side?
Well, advice like as an MC giving you guys advice?
From what you've experienced through pageants?
What have I found? I mean, I find just having fun with it. I mean, being on stage and emceeing the show, I mean, there's not really any pressure on me. And so, like, there have been times when, in between segments, for example, I go backstage and you see the frantic chaos sometimes of where people are nervous and they're trying to get their costume together or get their thing together. And you can see that there are a lot of nerves backstage. And, I mean, I always try when I can to just let people know, just go with the flow, go with it. Because, I mean, what usually is the case is, and it's the same with any type of performance, the day itself, that day kind of happens on its own. What determines how that day goes is how you prepared up until that point. And so by the time pageant day rolls around, you guys have already done the work. You've already done all the practicing and everything you've needed to do. So now all you got to do is just calm down and let it happen, because it's going to. So that's probably advice for things outside of just pageantry. But it's one thing that I've definitely noticed, because yeah, it's a long day for me working, but it's not nearly as stressful as you guys are going to have. But just try to, remember that you've done the work. You know what you got to do. You just got to do it.
Well, that's some good advice
Yeah,
coming
it
from
is.
Mr. Philippines
That's the thing.
PIDC over
Yeah.
here.
Oh,
That's
I'm
right.
sorry, I forgot. You did a pageant.
I did do a
My
pageant.
bad.
I did do a pageant a little while back, and I became Mr. Philippines PIDC, and I'm still reigning. I never lost my because I've told the story before, but they the following year after my pageant, they didn't have the Mister again. Well, no, I'm happy about it. I'm happy about it because
He never had to give
I
it
never
up.
gave away my crown, so
Oh, that's true.
I'm still the current reigning.
Mr. Philippines PIDC.
so-
We should add that to our intro.
Yeah, we should drop it in there. I wear my sash most of the time. 90% of my day to day, I just wear it around.
Negative 99% of the time.
When I go grocery shopping, I'm just like, hey,
just to have it.
Just to get a discount.
do you guys have a Pageant King discount? Because
Because,
Just show off.
I'm buying some canned fruits here, and I was wondering if you could.
you know who I am.
Because if you don't, you can read my.
You know.
can read my sash.
Right.
But yeah, that's. I'm excited for you guys. It's gonna be pretty cool.
It'll be so fun.
So one thing I wanted to talk about, although I don't think these guys have seen it. Who here has seen the new Aladdin trailer? Have any of you guys seen the new trailer for Aladdin, the movie?
I told you to watch it.
So basically, she watched it first.
Okay, so if you haven't seen the new Aladdin trailer, so they're doing, if you don't know, they're doing like a live action remake of Aladdin. And now they've just released a trailer that shows the reveal of Will Smith as the genie.
Yeah.
And it's just getting really torn apart online right now because people are saying he looks just a little bit off. And so none of you guys have seen it yet, no?
I only seen like clips of the movie, but not the trailer itself.
Have you guys seen the trailer for Frozen 2?
I did.
Okay, at least somebody else has seen it.
I've heard of, but I didn't watch it yet.
You know what, I haven't seen the first Frozen movie. Should I see it?
Okay, you know what?
Is it good?
Oh.
Scott,
Is that worth seeing?
You're slacking.
and then you can do a cover of Let It Go.
I do know that song. That's true. Okay, yeah, that's true. Because I did one from Coco, so maybe I should do one from Frozen.
There you go.
I could do it, but and I haven't seen Frozen.
Have you seen Miss Congeniality?
I have seen Miss Congeniality.
Speaking of pageant girls, have you seen Miss Congeniality?
Yes.
I haven't, which is
What?
I should
Movie
probably
night.
get on that then.
It's a fun movie. In fact, what's funny is because of that movie now, every time I host a pageant and we're always announcing the Miss Congeniality Award, in my mind I'm like, so is this the award for the person who's a secret FBI agent?
Low-key.
I still don't even fully know what it's for. I just figure it's from the movie.
friendliest, nicest person.
Who's also
A secret
FBI
spy.
But yeah, you should watch the movie. It's pretty funny.
I should.
It's pretty good. Anyway, but so the Aladdin trailer, the only reason it's getting a lot of attention online is because the genie looks just a little bit weird. Like because you guys have seen the original Aladdin movie, have you? The cartoon?
Yes.
So this movie is a live action remake. Oh, you haven't seen it? No.
So
okay.
we're not going to talk about it to spoil it.
Yeah, all we'll say is that the genie is like a blue, and he's like a cartoon. He's a big blue genie. So they tried to make Will Smith look like that, but
But they didn't do it very well.
yeah, the version we've seen in the trailer, he just looks a little bit off. Doesn't look totally right. Anyway, it's just funny. He's like the latest meme online now. Like if you follow how memes go, he's Will Smith's getting dragged a lot online. So I don't know if they're going to fix it up. If Disney's going to do some work on the computer graphics before the movie comes out. But it's
speaking of people watching things online, there's
yes.
a lot of people watching us, guys.
Hi.
We have, we have Marissa. We have Romina, Mila, Gabriella, Maricel. Hey. We have
I was like, why?
we have Sheena, we have Maddie, all the way from the UK watching us. Hello, Galaxy Sister. And Christopher John Reyes. So we do have a lot of people watching. If you're tuning in, don't forget to leave a comment down below and you will be added to the draw.
To win yourself some tickets to the upcoming show, where there's going to be a lot of great performances. Speaking of performances, there's a talent portion of this pageant, yes?
No.
Oh, well, then I was going to say, what are you guys doing? But no, I get so tell me about other things about the pageant then. So you've got the interview portion, you've got the Q&A portion, right? What else is there?
Fashion wear.
Swimwear for the misses.
What do you girls have that is different than what we're doing? Do you know?
Not really.
Moms, what are you guys preparing? You don't remember?
My mom tells me everything.
Got it. So do you have your dresses already? Because I know we all have evening gowns.
Not yet.
Do you know what color you want to wear?
Sort of.
If you can have any dress, what dress would it be for the evening gown?
It would probably be blue.
Blue?
Me too.
Yeah? So we're going to get 2 blues in
How about sparkles?
I like that too.
You like sparkles. I know you like sparkles. We got sparkles on your head already.
Yeah.
Awesome.
There's still some time for them to find gowns. So what do you guys find the differences between the different categories? So you said there's the fashion portion, you've got the swimsuit. So do you approach each one differently? How do you find that? So tell me a bit about that.
So like for swimwear, I think that like for example like the walk is more like faster, upbeat, but for evening gowns is like it's more like a slower, like calm, I guess, walk.
An elegant walk.
Yeah, elegant. That's the
Elegant.
word.
So you go from Victoria's Secret
Yeah.
to Regal.
Yeah.
So you find you're almost
Right?
playing a different role. You're playing a different character almost.
Yeah.
Interesting. How do you practice those walks separately? Like how would you get into the mood for that?
Yeah. Well, I've practiced with her, and it's definitely a different type of walk for like, yeah. It's more upbeat.
How are you girls practicing?
For me, in terms of the evening gown, it's about how my dress would fit me and just being able to walk carefully, just able to put my foot into the water without trying to fall off my dress or on stage.
Got it. How about you girls? How are you guys practicing?
I'm with Ninella. She has an academy, and I practice over there with her.
Cool. So how do you find walking for a pageant to be different from just walking around? Does it feel weird? How do you find it?
You always have to have a straight back and always be calm.
Yeah, because I often find, I mean, it's similar with acting. It's like you can do normal things day to day, like, having a sip of a drink or walking somewhere or doing some action that you do, a million times.
And then when you're
all the
acting,
time.
you're like,
Yeah, then suddenly it's like, and I especially notice it if I'm directing somebody, say, who's maybe not an actor. Like, say I hire some of my friends to be in a scene or something, and I'm like, okay, just walk from here to here, and they'll be like, okay, action, and then they go, and I'm like, why are you walking like that? I'm like, I've never seen you walk like that. But I guess suddenly it's like when there's suddenly a spotlight on you, you're like, wait a minute, how do I walk again? Is this
how I walk?
Yeah.
Because suddenly you're actually thinking about
Overthinking.
doing something that you'd normally never thinking about doing. So I do find there's you have to adapt a little bit in that way. I find, my figuring out my walk was just, it's the straight backed. Mind you, actually, I feel if I walk like that all the time, I probably look better. Just like
You should broaden your shoulders.
broaden the shoulders, stick it out like this. But it's hard to remember to do that. But then it does feel a little bit weird.
If it doesn't hurt, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, pretty much. I stand up straight, I hear like 2 or 3 cracks, and I'm like, oh, that's good.
Yeah.
All right, I'm there.
Okay.
So, keep practicing your walk. I guess you got to keep practicing it until you get over that part where it doesn't feel unnatural anymore.
Yeah.
I guess that's the idea. So that's pretty cool, guys. I'm excited for you guys. Should we want to hear a song?
Yes.
We're going to listen to a song this time. And we had last week a really great guest. We had Lynn Moffatt on the show.
Yes, she was amazing.
She was great. She sang live a couple times. And she talked a little bit about her new album. And one of the songs on it is called In a Dark Room. And
she talked about that.
She talked about the music video. The music video was really cool. And I liked it so much that I thought, hey, let's play it on the show this week. So a shout out to Lynn Moffatt. And
she has a show coming up this week.
that's right, she
on
does.
the 27th.
Yeah, okay. So
A country event.
yeah, she's a country singer. So it's on Queen West, right? A place called Brooklyn, I believe. And I think the name of the show, if I remember correctly, was called Queen Street County Line, I think, or
Something
Queen
like
West
that.
County Line.
Something like that.
Anyway, Lynn Moffatt, LYNNMOFFATT. Find her on all the social medias, and I'm sure you'll find that information. She's a really great singer. Shout out, Lynn. And we're going to play your video for you.
Yes.
So
Here it comes.
here we come. Are we ready for it? All right, here's In a Dark Room by Lynn Moffatt.
Leaving me all alone in a dark room.
And we are back. That was Lynn Moffatt in a dark room. And you can find that video on YouTube. So go look it up and give it a like. Give her a subscribe. And tell her Scott and Regine.
And while you're on YouTube, you should go follow this man.
Oh, yeah,
on
that's right.
YouTube.
I should have mentioned that. That video that we played earlier of me and Vroni is my YouTube channel. YouTube.com/Scott Dion Brown, and I'm still on that road to 1,000 subs, and I'm getting very close. I'm getting higher. Like I've been gaining subs.
You know what I think we
week.
should do next month? Because you know how we like to do raffles. I think Scott should give out a raffle, and if you subscribe to his channel, you get added to a draw.
You get added to a draw to win
a duet with Scott Dion Brown.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay. We'll get that rolling. But that musical performance we just heard was brought to you by Intercontinental Consulting Services for Immigration and Settlement in Canada. Find out how you can live, work, and study in Canada. Visit icscanadaimmigration.ca. Come to Canada. Immigrate. Work. Study. Visit Intercontinental Consulting Services for Immigration and Settlement in Canada. And brought to you by Cecile's line dancing class, which brings you fantastic dancing numbers. And where is the page? There we go. For all ages. Established in 1998. And I have their updated classes right here. Every Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. at BIM TV, BIMTV, 361 Wilson Avenue, Toronto, Ontario. Thursdays from 7:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. at JC's Banquet Hall, 1656 Ellesmere Road in Scarborough. And Sundays from 2:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. at the Filipino Center, 4395 Shepherd Avenue East. Cecile's line dancing class.
Yes, and you'll see their dynamic divas in 2 weeks.
That's
at
right.
the Give Back concert.
They will be. They're going to be opening the show actually.
Ooh.
With some sweet moves. So get your tickets and you can perform. You can see that performance. And then if you'd like to see what they're doing and how they do it,
Head over to
then
one of
get
their
on over and get a
classes.
class.
Yeah.
Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. They've been doing well. That's why they've added another class, right? Wednesday.
They're on high demand.
Yeah. So get in there. It's awesome. Cecile's line dancing class. We love them. So welcome back to the show, everybody. So I wanted to get to know. We're here, of course, with the Toronto representatives of the Galaxy pageant, and I wanted to get to know you guys a little bit as people, let the audience know a bit about you guys. So what are you guys into? What are you sort of things you guys like to do?
I like singing, reading, and drawing.
Cool. What kind of stuff do you like to sing?
Pop and country.
Cool.
Pop and country.
Pop and country.
You're with JDL, right?
Yes.
You are, and you guys have been everywhere, I find. You're all over Markham, Scarborough. Are you enjoying that lifestyle?
Yeah, the dancing's a bit hard, but it's enjoyable.
Awesome. So do you have any favorite artists that you like to listen to right now, or that you like to, or whose songs you like to sing?
Not really. I mean, I have one for country because, I literally only listen to one person who sings country.
Who is it?
It's the sisters Maddie and Tay.
Oh, I like them.
Awesome.
And then I've been listening to Taylor Swift a lot lately.
So she came from country and moved into
Moved to
pop.
pop. Yeah,
So
that's right. Yeah.
just like you.
Cool. What about you? What kind of stuff do you like?
I like drawing, art, coloring. Also, I like makeup.
Awesome. So do you watch a lot of makeup tutorials and stuff online and that kind of thing?
Yes.
Yeah. So you watch YouTube a lot?
Yeah.
Do you have any favorite YouTubers?
Scott Dion Brown.
Hit subscribe. Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Not really.
So do you find maybe when you're say searching for something to watch for makeup, is it like what you want to learn how to do something and then you look for a video like that, or?
I just like to watch it and then I either try to do it or I just watch it for fun.
Cool. So what do you really like about makeup? What makes you? What's your favorite thing about it? Do you think?
It's shininess.
There you go.
Do you do your mom's makeup?
No.
Do you do your brother's makeup?
No.
Maybe when he's sleeping, you should just go in with your eyeshadow. He's looking up at me don't do it.
Eyeliner, just right there.
Right. Let's do his eyebrow.
wanted to do that when I was 8 on April Fool's Day.
Oh, did you? To
And
your
how'd it go?
brother?
How did it
I
go?
failed.
You woke up?
He woke up and screamed at me, so I ran to my room.
Oh,
What
there's
kind
always next year.
Exactly. What other art do you like to do?
Oh, yeah, you said like drawing, you said?
Yeah, drawing and coloring too.
Cool.
Nice.
And what sort of things are you into?
For me, I love watching anime whenever I can. I'm a big fan of WWE since I was 6 years old, and
Awesome.
Yeah, and whenever I can, I would play on my PS4 and play Star Wars Battlefront 2 online.
Very cool. What anime are you into right now?
Considering that it's been months since I last watched anime. One of the coolest shows I watched was a show called Drifters. It's basically where like these real life historic figures like have drifted to another dimension and just basically living a new beginning, their new lives, and taking on more battles, which is pretty cool.
Awesome. And so what do you find? So I don't watch too much anime, but I do find that the storylines tend to be a lot, I would say deeper in a lot of ways, more complex than say a lot of cartoons or animation you'd get in more American style.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I noticed about that too. It's some of the animes that I've watched, they're based off the manga, so they're trying to base off of that, from what I can see.
Yeah, they seem to take their audience more seriously. I don't know. They just get. That's why so many of awesome, like even like a lot of Hollywood films.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of them are made. You'll find that they were based on an anime first or a manga.
Sure. Yeah.
Just because they do some cool stuff over there.
Yeah.
They do.
But I prefer the animes over the real life movies.
Yeah, it very rarely stands up. It just rarely does.
Yeah.
But and WWE.
Yeah.
So what do you like about WWE?
Well, I like to thank and blame my father when I was little because it was around the time when the Attitude Era was close to being ended. And basically, I just like seeing all these cool matches and seeing all these cool wrestlers like flying off the top ropes and winning titles. And
I like
that's
the
pretty
Bella
cool.
twins.
Yeah, I
They're
love
so like fierce.
Yeah.
Fearless, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I love them too. And actually, the Bella twins and I, we have the same birthday, which is really
Well,
nice.
there you go.
Have you ever gone and watched it live? Have you ever actually seen it?
I've seen it live once, and this was when WWE was in Toronto a couple of years ago for Survivor Series, and it was a lot of fun.
Awesome. Yeah, I've never been to the live show, but I've always thought it must be an awesome thing to watch live.
It is. Although with my seat at particular during the time, it was close to the pyro, so I had to cover my ears a little bit.
Ah, got it.
Where was it?
In Air Canada Center, or now Scotiabank.
Scotiabank Arena,
Yeah.
the ACC. Yeah.
Always
Yeah, I was
forever
about
the
to say, do you guys
ACC.
actually see a Scotiabank Arena?
Yeah, for
No.
people outside Toronto or Canada who don't know. So the Air Canada Centre was where the Toronto Maple Leafs play, and they've this season renamed it the Scotiabank Arena, but most people haven't really
Truthfully,
made that transition.
I'll always call it ACC because I used to work there when it was ACC. So in my heart, it's forever. Like Molson Amp, it's now Budweiser Stage. I will still forever call it Molson
Yeah,
Amp.
that's the thing that's been happening. I mean, I guess it's happening
Skydome.
everywhere. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, it's the same deal. Yeah, Skydome used to be. Well, no, it was the Skydome, and still is. And then it was
Forever in
called
our
Rogers
hearts.
Center.
Yeah.
But it's the Molson Amphitheater to Budweiser Stage one was weird for me because I didn't hear about the change, and so it's just one of those things where I remember somebody's like, "Oh, I'm going to watch a concert." Oh, where? And they're like, ""Budweiser Stage," and I was like, I don't
Where
know
is that?
I don't know what that is or where that is, and I'm like, "Oh, it's just I don't know." You rename something like that, especially that's got some history to it. It I don't like it. It rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah.
Sorry, I found the camera again. So
Oh,
I'm just like,
yeah, the side cam, the Regine cam.
yes.
What kind of stuff are you into?
I don't really do much, to be honest, but so like school.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I know, but it's not like interesting. You know what I mean?
Well, what?
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm still in high school, so I don't really have anything. But I watch a lot of Netflix. Right now, I'm watching Switched at Birth.
Switched at Birth.
Yeah.
I've heard of that. What's that one about?
So it's basically about two daughters who were like
Literally
who were
switched
switched at
at
birth. So they were raised by the wrong family.
It's a good title.
So
It's
then-
fitting.
Yeah. So then they found out, and it's like big thing. It's so interesting because, like, how does that happen? And
I'm
it's
sure it
like-
happens. We just don't hear about it that often.
Yeah, just crazy. And yeah, and I like to sing, but I'm not very good. It's just fun to sing. When you're, like-
Karaoke?
yes.
Yes.
Karaoke in
Is
the
it
shower
even
all
a
day.
party? There's no
Yes.
karaoke.
Karaoke all the way.
Yeah. So yeah, I like to hang out with my family, my friends.
Oh, you want to know a fun fact?
Yes.
Okay, so Kate is a dancer. I don't know why she's not saying it. So she does Hawaiian dancing.
Oh, there you go.
And before I knew before the pageant world, 10 years ago, I went to one of my really good friends' debut. Lo and behold,
My
this little
cousin.
girl was one of the little dancers. And most recently, I was like, "Hey, Kate, is this you?" And it was a picture of her,
Dancing
6 years
Hawaiian.
old, dancing Hawaiian.
The little tiny Kate dancing home.
Yeah.
Wow. So you've been dancing for quite a while.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I throw you under the bus
I
there.
started when I was 4, and I kind of like, and I don't do it as much anymore, but it's still like there in a way.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Well, there you go.
It's crazy. I had no idea like who you were. at
Yeah,
the
and
time.
then I was like, wait a minute, I swear I've seen her somewhere.
And then now here we are.
Yep.
Makes sense, I guess, because I find that as well with all the events and community things that happen around the
Yeah.
city and the province, I guess.
But dude, she was 6.
Well, yeah,
I was 18.
yeah. That's what I mean. So we cross paths with each other. It's possible we've all met somewhere, or at the very least been at the same place at one
Just
point.
had no idea.
Yeah.
Well, it's like with you and I. We're like, how did we meet again?
Yeah, I can't really remember.
Oh, that's crazy.
It would have been probably PIDC something, right? Something at PIDC. But yeah, it's tough. And one thing I will say, like confession on my part, is it's like I've hosted a lot of events, and because of that, like for me, while I'm hosting the pageant, I'm following the script and I'm making sure the show is rolling on. So even though I've met or I meet the candidates, I don't really get to know them in any real way. And so what'll happen is like the pageant will end, and then I'll maybe a week later, like somebody will be like, "Oh, hey Scott," and I'll be like, "Hi," and I'm like, "I don't. Where do I?" And it's just because, "Oh yeah, you hosted the pageant." I'm like, "Oh, okay, sorry." And it's like I was kind of in the zone in that moment, and
I think we met when we both emceed PIDC.
that would make sense.
I feel like that makes more sense
Yeah.
to me.
We've emceed a few times together, right?
Yeah.
But I guess we probably met the first time that happened. Not this.
I was still with Dion Pilipinas 2012. So
Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, somewhere in there. But yeah. So that being said, I've probably met many people who have met me, and I might have spoken directly to them and said, "Hey, you know what? You're doing great. You're doing great." And
then the next
And
day,
like, who are you
yeah.
again?
But again, it's just tough. It's in fact, you know what I found sometimes is the pageant will end, and I don't even really know who won, which is weird. Like, 'cause it's like I read the thing.
so when I won, did you know I won?
Oh, of course, yeah, definitely. I don't know. I can't even. Honestly, I don't even remember. I don't.
You guys have known each other
Yeah.
even before
Wow.
she.
No, I know that she won. Obviously, I know she won. But what I mean is, it's like I can't even remember what year that was, or like how it all. My memory doesn't work that way. I don't really remember individual
So
little
sad.
details like that. But no,
Whatever,
I mean,
Scott. Anyway, moving on.
but you know,
How
but yeah.
when I won.
Yeah, do you remember when she won?
I
Because you
remember.
were there too.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
Okay, Scott.
I was wearing a tie, probably
Okay.
a suit.
yeah.
You guys were wearing gowns,
Yeah.
crowns,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a
That's
pageant.
great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Next.
Moving on.
So, you know what I find is funny? Like, we just started the conversation, and I need to sort of think. So, you know, when you ask a question like how I just went to you, so what are you into, right? I find when I ask a question like that, a lot of times it's kind of a hard question to answer because it's like,
What am I?
what
into?
am I into? What are any of us into? Like, if somebody asked me that, I'd be like, and I'm trying to think of like, what did I do yesterday or something.
Okay, Ryan, what are you into? See?
Yeah, see? It's a tough one. It's a tough one. But
Next question, please.
But so you're watching Switch Birth. Are you guys watching anything cool on Netflix or movies lately? What are you guys into? What are you guys into? Have you watched anything lately?
To be honest, I don't have Netflix.
Hey, no, that's
Ooh,
cool.
You don't find that often anymore. Do you know
Yeah.
someone that has Netflix that you just use
Share
their
accounts.
pass?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Sharing password wise, no, but I'll be heading out to my cousin at her place later on today for my uncle's birthday, so I'll probably watch Netflix through their accounts.
So I guess when you watch, then so what would you do? You watch not watch a lot of TV, or like what do you usually consume? What media do you usually consume?
Social media.
Yeah, mainly, what Regine said, social media for me. Mainly Instagram.
Interesting. Cool.
Well, you can watch so many videos on people's Instagram.
Yeah.
Like I can just sit there watching people's stories, and then I'm like, oh, it's midnight, time for bed.
Because I find I watch like YouTube now is I think I might say even 80 or 90% of the stuff that I watch. What do you guys do? You watch? Where do you watch stuff? Do you watch it on Netflix? Do you watch it online? Where do you watch?
I watch it on Netflix and on my dad's weird machines that he
What is a weird machine? I feel
No.
like she's gonna date us.
A TV.
TV and that other thing.
Oh yeah, okay. So like the ones that you hook those up to the TV, right?
Yeah.
So streaming.
Like
That-
an Android box.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing that's so different now is it's like you actually have to you can consume like an entire group of like TV shows or movies, and there's going to be a whole group of other people who have never even heard of that way of watching. Like it's so fragmented now.
How do you watch TV? Do you watch TV or do you just watch a lot of YouTube videos?
I watch Netflix sometimes, and I like to watch stuff like Victorious.
Oh, I've seen that.
Oh, I used to
Which one's
love
Victorious?
that show.
Which one's Victorious?
I'm offended now.
What is it?
Ask them.
What is Victorious? Tell me.
It's a show about the students in high school.
Okay.
And they like every single episode is different. They like
Jade's like the Grinch. She's like, I'm the mean one. Mrs. Grinch.
Oh, so it's like about like a lot of drama and stuff that happens in high school.
kind of.
Is it a Nickelodeon show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's on Netflix.
Yeah.
See, never even heard of it.
Have you heard of Sam and Cat?
Yes.
Sam
Yes.
and is that a show?
Oh my goodness.
From Nickelodeon.
Oh,
Scott, you're offending our junior
breaking our
miss.
hearts.
Sam and Cat. Tell me about Sam and Cat.
Okay, Sam and Cat is basically about two girls who end up roommating and then have their dramas, and then they make sort of like a babysitting squad, and they like
Isn't Ariana Grande in that one?
yeah.
That's Cat.
Ariana Grande plays in both Victorious and Sam and Cat.
So are you guys both Ariana Grande fans?
Yes.
Yes.
Is that a current show, Sam and Cat?
No, it's done now, but like.
Oh, okay.
it's still-
Obviously.
Both
She's busy.
Victorious and Sam and Cat were canceled long ago.
Because she became
Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande. So I guess she won't come back and be Cat or Sam. She was Sam.
Cat.
We can't thank her next because that she ended the show.
Ariana Grande,
Nice.
come back and we need another season of Sam and Cat.
Yes.
A
and
reunion.
Victorious.
To
And
make
Victorious.
these girls happy.
Come on back.
Please.
Yeah, it's so. Yeah, I don't know. It's so weird now. Like, cause I don't know. Even not that long ago, you could if the biggest show that was on, you could be like everybody's seen it. Everybody
Yeah.
knows about
Now
it.
everyone's just on Netflix.
Yeah,
or
like
Crave
like
or-
example, I've seen almost nothing on Amazon TV. Like, have you guys watched any of those? And there are entire seasons of shows on there that I've never even seen. I don't know. It's
Well,
weird.
it's like, yeah, no.
Because like Netflix now is like
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
Or Hulu.
Hulu is big.
Yeah.
Well, like, did you hear about that thing in there was a YouTuber and I can't remember his name, James Charles, I think, and he got hired to make an appearance at a mall in the UK. Did you hear about this? So he got hired to make. He's like a makeup guy.
Yes.
He got hired to do this opening of a store in the UK, and all of his fans like converged, like 8,000 people, and they ended up having to shut down roads and everything all around the mall. Nobody could get in.
For Square One when
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
but,
was here.
But,
Yeah.
but the crazy thing about it is it's like, so all these fans came, but none of the mainstream media or anybody who would have been able to prepare for that event knew anything about him or anything. And so like, it's like this guy's got millions and millions of people who watch his stuff. But you've got the newspapers the next day going, who's this random person who shut down our mall? And it's like, that's so strange that somebody could be that famous, but nobody's heard of them.
Yeah.
So it's this weird thing. It's a different sort of thing.
yes,
It is now.
and a different sort of thing is a different kind of language.
That's right.
With your segment.
Oh, I got it. Segue. Good one. That one worked. Speaking of different kinds of languages, Regine, thank you for that.
No problem. See, this is why you need a co-host.
Yeah, that's right. I need my co-host. My co-host isn't here today. But we've got one more segment here on the show,
No,
everybody.
she just temporarily retired.
She temporarily retired.
Oh, we have a phone call.
We have a phone call.
Our first
Incredible.
phone call.
Seriously?
All right, who do we have? Who's calling?
Hello.
Hi, this is Katie.
Hi, Katie.
Oh, hi, Katie.
Thank you for calling. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
We're pretty good. So, do you have a question for one of our candidates here today?
Yeah, I have a question for anybody who has an answer. How do you get involved in it?
Oh,
How do you get involved in a
How do you guys get
pageant?
involved?
You probably go on the website or ask your mom.
That's true.
is that a good answer?
Sure.
So you can go to the website. I guess in this case it would be the Galaxy website, the Galaxy Pageants,
Canada Galaxy.
or ask your mom. Apparently,
Yeah, which is true. I did have to ask my mom, like when our national director messaged me. I'm just like, what? I'm like, and because when I got the contact, it came out of nowhere. I'm just like, Mom, what do I do? I'm like, help me.
awesome. So Katie, are you still there?
Yep.
So, Katie, do you want to do a pageant? Is this why you're asking?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm sure Michaela can give you more information on that one.
Yeah.
Did you call in for Michaela?
I called in for pretty much everyone, but I do go to school with Michaela, so.
Oh.
Canadian people.
Well, you're our first caller ever on the
Ever.
show. Can you believe
Oh,
that?
wow.
So we
It's
should get
amazing.
her on the show for being the first caller on the show.
Okay, yeah. Well, we can figure that out. Thank you for calling, and all the best.
And when you choose to do a pageant, we got you. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Thanks for calling.
You know that?
I love how excited we
That was
got.
good. I was like, oh, we got a caller. It's like we've been shouting at the hotline for I don't know how many shows.
We like for
finally
a
got
month
show.
now. We're like, call.
Our caller.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh. So anyway, we have one segment left, as Regine segued into earlier.
Nice.
So this show, people, it has a fairly large Filipino audience, and but there are Filipinos like myself, for example, born, raised in the Western world. I don't personally speak Tagalog. I didn't hear it growing up, and so I don't. And I figure there are probably a fair number who also don't. So I thought, how can we fix this? How can we remedy
Yes,
this?
God, how can we fix this?
And then I realized, I know, we'll come up with this pageant. No, not pageant. We'll come up with a segment called Learn Tagalog with Scott Dion Brown. And in that segment, we learn one phrase of Tagalog every week. So we're going to learn one here together, okay?
And we need Clear Ryan's help with this one.
Yeah, so tell me, how would you say you're the best in the galaxy?
Ikaw.
You're the best in the galaxy.
I think we need a phone help.
Tita Jennifer, how do we say?
Help here.
I think it's ikaw ang pinaka best sa galaxy.
Just here. Speak. No.
All right, so here's Jennifer C.
Ikaw ang
Ikaw ang
Pinakamagaling.
magaling
magaling
sa
sa
galaxy.
galaxy.
So Galaxy is
Galaxy.
Galaxy is,
Galaxy.
oh my God, challenge. Ikaw, what do you think?
Ay, sorry.
Universe, that's sort of
No.
like universe, right?
Galaxy.
Well, galaxy is smaller than the
Okay,
universe.
so go ahead. How do you say it?
Google Translate, we need you.
So,
Ikaw
ikaw
ang
Pinaka
pinaka. So, ikaw
kalawakan.
pinakamagaling
magaling
sa
Sa
kalawakan.
buong kalawakan.
sa kalawakan.
Yeah, just add buong. Buong means whole.
Whole.
So
Galaxy.
buong kalawakan.
Okay,
So
everybody
from
say it.
beginning, Ikaw
Ikaw pinaka magaling
sa
sa
buong kalawakan.
kalawakan. You are the, and that means you are the best in the whole galaxy.
Oh, hey. Oh, yes,
Incredible.
we are.
One phrase at a time, we're becoming fluent. And
Scott, why do you always have to pick the most difficult one?
well, because guys, you guys here, our Toronto representatives are the best in the whole galaxy.
Say it in Tagalog, Scott. Go ahead.
Ikaw ang sa
You guys totally missed the word.
Buong.
buong
You just said ikaw ang sa.
Sorry. Ikaw ang pinakamagaling
pinakamagaling
sa buong
sa buong
kalawakan.
kalawakan.
Bow.
Wow. So, you guys are the best in the galaxy. And guys, we want to thank you guys so much for being here.
Thanks
and,
for having me. Thank you.
all the best of luck in April, guys. If you want to find out more about the Galaxy pageants, find them online.
April 27th at the Novotel in Mississauga. Tickets are available on Eventbrite. They are going quickly. From my understanding, they are 60% sold out. So get your tickets and be on Team Toronto. Again, happy birthday, Wendy, our Mrs. Toronto Galaxy.
And why don't you guys can plug your social medias? Anybody you want to plug some stuff? You got anything?
No.
You're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
TikTok, but like it's a private account.
Private account, so
We
you
got
probably
two
don't need to plug that
TikTokers in
one.
the...
So I have a question. This is a pageant, right?
Yeah.
So is there a voting online? Like,
We don't know yet.
all right.
Stay tuned.
But there'll be judges, I guess. at the
Yeah,
actual
Our
pageant
brain
itself,
cells are
right?
missing, so we can't tell you that.
Okay, no worries. How about you, Christina? Where can people find you?
Definitely find me on Instagram. It's the spelling of my Instagram username is pretty weird, but can I
okay.
spell it?
Yep.
Yeah.
It is CVNDVYA.
CVNDVYA.
Yeah.
And she is also tagged on our social media page.
Yeah.
So you can follow her there. Regine, where can people find you?
You guys know where to find me. You can find me on Instagram at It's Regine Alaina and on Facebook, Regine Samira. I'm trying to change that to It's Regine Alaina. Stay tuned. And you, Scott, where can they find you?
You can find me where I have the most fun at YouTube. YouTube.com/Scott Dion, Dion Brown. Help me reach my 1,000 sub goal.
Oh my God, we've been working on this since we started the show in November.
And it's working. It's working. We are climbing. And I post song covers. We heard one today. I post skits. I post vlogs from time to time when I'm working on stuff.
If you guys get Scott to 1,000, we are going to do a Tagalog duet together on Scott's page. So you get him
Yeah.
to 1,000. I know there's a lot of people watching.
There we go.
People watching who want us to do something.
YouTube.com/Scott Dion Brown. Okay, you know what? Yeah, we can do that.
Let's do that.
We'll do a Tagalog duet when I reach 1,000 subscribers. And
I don't sing.
And we'll play it live here on the show whenever that happens. And guys, thank you again for being here.
And if you want to call us next
welcome.
week, Scott's not here next week, but
Oh,
he
yeah.
is going to call in.
That's right. Yeah.
I am going to go
Regine
from
will be the
co-host
host.
to host.
Regine is upgrading.
Just for one show.
Yeah, that's right. I'm away on vacation next week, but I'm hoping as long as we can get this connection working, I'm going to call in and I'll be a guest next week.
Yes.
Be our guest.
Calling on the be your guest.
Or he could be the co-host on the phone.
He's going to be our second caller.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Caller of all, the second caller ever.
It's Scott.
It was so exciting. We had a call today. It was
I
so good.
know.
Okay, well, I guess we should end the show.
Yes.
But thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time. I'm Scott Dion Brown.
It's Regine Alaina. We'll see you next. Well, we won't see him next week, but you'll see me next week as your host. So make sure you tune in. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
That was awesome.
I love this radio.
The right hit music mix.
Crosswave. That's it for today, folks. The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown. If you think 60 minutes is not enough, well, you better catch us again next week, because it is not just about music or pure talk. It's your weekend pastime. And witness the next worthy of your time episode of the program right here on Crosswave Radio. The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown.